My name is Deborah Elias. I have a company based out of Houston called Elias Events, and this year I'm celebrating 25 years in business, which is very cool. Survived the pandemic and all that nastiness, and so I have this presentation that I do. A lot of times in the past, it was a little bit more technology driven, because a lot of times I travel the world with the events that I do, and I go to a lot of conferences, especially in Germany, where I get to see a lot of the technology, and I'll see it first and then I'll kind of bring it and use it in my presentations. But since that conference hasn't happened, it'll be the first time in this year. It's not as technology driven, so if you'll bear with me on that. Hopefully next year I'll be back to a bunch more ideas like that, but it's still very event driven, and ideas that I hope that you're going to take away and glean from this and just be able to go back and use them at your events. Since I do all types of events, you're going to get ideas for everything. You're going to get for weddings, social, corporate, nonprofit, so just kind of across the board. So one slide may not work for you, but the next slide may, so please just kind of bear with me to the end. I will have, at the end you'll see a slide that has my email address. If you'll take a picture of that, or if you'll come up at the end and give me your business card, I will send you a list of all the companies and their websites that I talk about in this presentation. So if I go too fast, you'll definitely be able to get that at the end. So, all right, here we go. Let's make it wow. The first company I want to talk about is After the Tone, and this I think would be really good for especially for a wedding. Let me play the video and then we'll talk a little bit more about it. Oh, that sound? I'm gonna go back and let's try that again with sound. Yeah, is on?
You should have sound, yeah.
We did test that, right?
I'll come check it really quick.
Okay, so I'll just keep talking about it. So basically what this company is going to do is they're going to send you a telephone, and you're going to get a digitized recording. So you're going to have it at your event, you're going to ask people to come up and do their voicemail, and they have a bunch of different types of phones. Most of them are the old-timey, because you want that nostalgia kind of feel. And they'll come in and be able to say, they're recording. I think this would be, of course for weddings, but you could take this for a birthday party, for a retirement party at a company. For a nonprofit event, you could also use it to do recordings to say what the organization has meant to you. So there's a lot of different ways that you can incorporate this. And I think it's just fun. At the end of it, you can ask for a vinyl record, which kind of keeping in with that nostalgia, or you're going to get a USB drive, the digitized recording. No. So that one is After the Tone. That it runs about $350 to rent, and you'll get it for about a week. You'll send it back to them, and then they will in turn send you the USB drive or the vinyl disc with all your recordings after that. The next one I can talk about, I don't have to have a video, but I'll go ahead and just talk about it, and hopefully by then the video will work. I'm just gonna see. You think it's working?
It should be working.
Is it just, we're sit back there, just thought we were good to go. No. Okay, so I'm gonna pause that. Okay, so this company is called Linen and Gin, and what they have is you're gonna get these beautiful, basically magazines that they'll create for you, and fantastic for, again, weddings. I think a good for a social event. But something that I've been doing lately with some of my corporate events is giving my client something like this after the fact to show them the event. So it's a fantastic product, very streamlined. It looks like a magazine, and it runs about, starting price is about $1,500, and that's for a 24-page magazine. This one, which is, I believe it's like 56. This one they said runs about $4,000. So that varies price points. They also have different sizes, so you don't necessarily have to go with this one. They have like, a little bit like half this size. But something fun, a little bit different way to present an event after the fact. And that's from a company called Linen and Gin. What do you think? Do we?
Try again?
No, you're stressing me out. My entire presentation is all videos. It could maybe something like I could hold the microphone up to the computer. I don't know. It's not my computer. It's
Don't let it stress you out. You're in good company.
If you only knew, today I was like, it's not gonna happen today. I even was sitting and chit-chatting with you, was I not? Like, I would not have been, I would have been like, oh, stressed. But we definitely have to figure out something, because it's all videos. Let me think if there's a couple ones that I can talk about that don't have to show the video. Anybody have questions so far? We can just kind of chit chat for a minute until we figure this out. How's coming back in 2023 for you guys? Yes, ma'am.
I just have a question about that one.
Uh-huh.
So I assume that you'd be providing them all the photos and everything for it.
Mhm.
They don't come to help you with that part. You just
You send it to them, but they will help you with the copy part of it. They do have some writers on that will help with that part of it. So, because there are pages where you can, kind of make it a little bit more magazine feel, like this one kind of does write-ups about, so they can help you with that kind of aspect of it. Okay, here's something. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna go back because I want you guys to hear the little recording. I think it's kind of cute. All right, let's do it. There we go. Woo! All right.
Hello, please leave a message after the tone.
Hi, Jacob and Bailey. This is Sue, your Aunt Sue, and becoming your official Aunt Sue Bailey.
Yeah.
We're so
See,
excited to be
you kind of get the
here.
gist. It's pretty simple, but I think it's just a really cute idea. And then let's go briefly over this video. I don't think it's too long, so we can probably go ahead and play it. Maybe we can turn it up just a little bit more. So on that particular one, if you do this code, and it'll again be on the sheet that I'm going to give you guys, but if you do Elias Events March 23, you will get a 10% off code for this product. And again, all that will be on the sheet that I'm handing out. All right, the next one is Shrunk 3D booth. This one, they're coming in with a trailer, and they are going to, the guests are going to, let me play the video, kind of help get you more in tune with that. So we got this really fun trailer, bring it to your event. I will say that this one is only in about 10 states right now, but in some of your bigger ones, it's definitely, it is in Houston, and it is in Texas. Vegas, Florida has it, and then a couple, New York. They're gonna come in and guests will walk in the booth, kind of pick what style they want, and they're gonna get this product mailed to them. So it's kind of like that same idea of the bobbleheads in a sense, but you know, you're actually going to, yes sir.
You buy it, or do you have to get mailed to you after?
Mail to you after. Yeah, so you're filling all that out. Definitely not printing on site, but those, so pricing with that one starts around $99 a person for each individual, and then depending on how many people you do, it's gonna kind of decrease in price. And then there's also the ability to do, you know, if you wanted to do like a husband and wife and do it where it's your cake topper, or if you wanted to do like a family together, you can have more than one person in it. And so it just kind of varies. You know, they have different stands, but I just think it's just a really fun thing to do, especially for that one. I feel like it would be really cool at a corporate holiday party. I mean, definitely a wedding. I can really see that at a fun wedding. A bar mitzvah, for sure. The guests would just absolutely love that. Yes, ma'am?
How long does it take, like, for that whole process? Like, how many people did you get through in an hour?
It's like 5 minutes a scan, so you can really probably get almost everybody, you know, I would say at a party, definitely get that, but fun idea, right? Has anybody seen that before? No, when I saw it, I was like, that one's one of the cooler ones that I saw. So this next one is not necessarily something that you can go get. This is something that I did in an event, and so I'm just kind of giving you a cool idea. If you guys are doing any type of ribbon cuttings, I had a Porsche dealership that was opening up, and I said Porsche. Porsche, my client would kill me. Porsche dealership, and I just needed a really cool way to do the ribbon cutting because my entire event was pretty cutting edge. I'm going to show you a couple things that I had at it, and for this, I really challenged myself on this one, that I really wanted to do something cool. So, and you guys may have seen this before, but I'm hoping that it's the first time you've ever seen something like this. Oh, hello? So I had 2 drones inside the building, bringing the ribbon in. We did not get to practice this. We got to practice with the drones, but not with the guests, the people cutting. He was told to pull it from the bottom so that you would see the ribbon. You didn't do it. All good, I can't. But they were very happy, and just something a little bit different. I found this guy, I had the idea, I presented it to them, and they said, can you do this? And I was like, absolutely, no problem. So I called the guy who normally does drone work for me, and he was just like, I'm not gonna do anything on top of a building where there's people and I can't, no, absolutely not. So then I did not tell her. It's Friday before Thursday, I had an event the following Thursday. And I had seen this guy on Instagram in Houston showing his drone going in and out of a building that he had done for a client. So I called him up and I was like, have you done this before? Would you do it? He's like, let me, so we came out to the building. We ran it through many times. It took us forever to figure out how to keep the ribbon, that it would go, how to keep it so that it wouldn't, after it was cut, like they could fly off with it. I mean, we practiced it time and time again, and it went off without a hitch, and it was just so much fun. So you can find your drone person in your city and challenge them to do ribbon cutting in a completely cool and fun way. My original idea was that the drones would take off and then go in throughout the building with a camera on it. The camera, it was too heavy and we couldn't do it for the ribbon cutting part, but we did get some great footage of the drone going in and out of the building once we'd taken the ribbon off. So, I'm sorry? You know, it's just gonna vary what your drone guy wants to charge you. yeah, my guy charged me $2,500, which, you know, for something at the last minute like that, he came in a pinch. And then I will use him, a lot more, but I would just vary. It would be like, talking to your production company or your videographers. A lot of videographers these days are doing drones. So they just have to be able to be a lot more comfortable doing something like that inside. And then also, these were much smaller drones that have smaller fans. So, you have to have somebody that's really well knowledgeable about drones. Which is fun, different, kind of a cool idea. Next one is, just play the video, being very silly, Hoda and Jenna.
Have you seen these? These are monogrammed ice cube trays. Isn't that incredible? And these are from a company called Silograms that was started by two buddies.
So you might
Clayton
see
Ben
them
during
on
COVID,
Hoda
and they
and
work with
Jenna, or you might see
silicone, and you
them
can
quite a
choose
bit.
a
They
monogram.
do a lot of
We've got
Instagram ads.
GBH, we've got H.
And now that I've said it, it's going to be in your Instagram, and Google's going to hear it, so it's going to be on your phone.
Right?
You invited somebody over to your house and you gave them an HK ice cube. I don't even know who you
They
are.
act like as if she's invented, like they're so spazzy, but I just think it's funny. I called the company trying to get a video from them, and they didn't send one to me, so I was like, okay, I'll just use this obnoxious one. But stepping up your game, right? So it's something just to make it a little bit more specialized. So you can do the monogram, or you can do just the letter. You could do other things. There's like the molds come in the ability to do pretty much anything that you want to do. They have several different shapes. So this one that I have right here is just a square one, but they have round. They have you can do star. It's a mold that they're making, so it can be pretty much any shape. Yeah, you can do a lot with it. So this one, again, for a special event, for a corporate party, doing it, and all the ice cubes with the company's logo on it. It's just those little special touches that just really kind of accelerates the level of your events. And, literally ice, but it just takes it just a little bit farther. Now, you guys have probably seen custom chargers before. This one, I really like these because they're just a little bit more specialized. And so these will come in, you're gonna send them your artwork, and they're gonna do, so the ones down here in this corner are a birthday boy, so it's a bunch of different pictures of the birthday boy. These run about $10.50 a piece. They're gonna send them to you. Thing about these is that these are yours to keep afterwards. You're not gonna send them back to the company. And they're acrylic plates. Those are about 13-inch rounds acrylic plates. And then what they've done on top is they've done the die cut of the name that's just sitting on top, so you're kind of just seeing the artwork through there. And then this one, same company. These are a lot more expensive. These are about $36 a piece. And it's, again, these are, it's a die cut of the acrylic, just making it just a little bit more specialized and a little bit more detailed. So I kind of like the idea of just doing custom chargers. I love chargers anyways. It's one of my favorite things to do, but just to take it just a little bit specialized and a little bit better. So this next one that I'm going to show you, I have not done this one yet, but I'm actually doing it this weekend. The Final Four is in Houston, and one of my clients, I talked them into doing this, and it's just a really fun idea. This is called Edible Bubble Bar.
This is cool.
probably hear working the trade show floor. So this one, what comes with it, it's about $4,000 for a 4-hour event. And it comes with everything that you see there. You get the girl in the cute little bubble outfit. I'm sorry, not that person, that one was a little bit different, but the girl in the kind of cute little waitressy outfit, and the backdrop, and then the bar front. For the Final Four, I did a specialized, completely wrapped front, and then a completely different banner, and then the girl is actually going to be in a referee outfit. But so you can kind of specialize that for a little bit, extra money. But generally, it runs about $4,000. The company that is doing this for me is out of Dallas. It's called Bravo Entertainment, but I do know that there are several outlets across the country that do have kind of this same concept. Just something, a little fun and different. Obviously, I was kind of shocked that my corporate client wanted to do it. I thought, the NCAA this weekend, I'd done a proposal, and I did this, I gave them everything but the kitchen sink. And, they're like, yes, we love it, love it. And then over the course of the past 3 months, my probably 60 cool ideas is down to 2. And this is this is one of the 2 that we're doing. The other one, if you go to the trade show tomorrow, you'll see Gastro Garage, if you've not seen them before. If you haven't, please make sure you go see them. Fantastic product. I'm talking about them now, but I talked about them last year. They do on-site, and you'll see with the fire and everything. So when you see them at the trade show floor tomorrow, you'll understand what I mean. But they are a wow factor. Guests absolutely love them. And I used them at the Porsche event. People went wild over it. And then the client was like, no, we have to make this work with them. And then we ended up having to do a buyout, because Aramark owns the property and can only do the food and beverage. So, but they were like, no, we're willing to do the buyout. We want them there. It's just a wow factor, and we want them. So that's Gastro Garage. See them on the show floor. Edible Bubble Bar may be even there as well. I unfortunately don't get to watch the show tomorrow, so I've got some spies that are gonna let me know some of the newer stuff. Yes, sir.
Is the bubble sticky like gum?
No, it's like pops in your mouth like literally it's like a, liquid. So I'm trying to say, a little gas that ends up being liquid. All right, that's Edible Bubble Bar. This next one is called Fancy Wall. And right now, the only place that I know that is doing it is, let me play the video. So this guy has built, he's got several different iterations of this wall. This one would be like the same thing with the champagne kind of going around in a circle. Right now, he's only in Texas. I have a feeling though that this is gonna catch on, and he's gonna be able to kind of franchise this and do a lot more of it. But I just think it's just fun and different, and one of the ideas that they turned down was he was gonna custom build a massive entrance structure with basketballs going around, and they just decided it wasn't worth the effort, and I was very sad because I just thought it would be cool and different, but that was one of the 70 that I did, and I just said no. So that is called Fancy Wall. Did y'all get to see that? You want to play the video again? Yeah. Okay, let me go back. And there. So you see the cupcakes are kind of going around in a circle. So that would be really fun for a bar mitzvah. Kids would go nuts over that. For a wedding, your champagne flutes kind of going around in circles. He's got about 4 different sizes, shapes, and colors that he's doing. But hopefully he's going to be successful, and I wish him well so that he's going to go into other cities. But if you're in, I don't even know what that is. If you're in Texas, he's definitely doable there. Kind of along the same lines as the linen and gin in your wedding magazine. You can also use for different things. I'm a Marvel person. I'm not a comic book person, but I love Marvel. But I absolutely love this idea. Make Me a Comic.
Welcome to Make Me a Comic. We create personalized comics using your unique stories and photos. Every comic is hand-drawn from scratch by one of our awesome comic artists, transforming your memories into an amazing piece of personalized comic art. Here's how it works. First, tell us your story in words and photos. We'll then draft your comic out and send it to you for feedback. And then we can get to work on completing your comic story. The result is a very sentimental and personal piece of comic art. So what are you waiting for? Get in touch with us at makemeacomic.com and let's have a little chat about your comic today.
So they have other, you see there, you could also do a cover, a poster. Those comic books, for an 8-page comic book, it's about $960. And for just the cover, it's $150. You know, again, I mean, yes, for a birthday party, but also if you're doing a nonprofit event, and again, you want to highlight a champion, or you know, if you're doing something that's kids related, to be able to do something like this for those kids and turn them into a superhero, I just think it's fantastic. I love this idea, and I mean, cool, right? Has anybody seen that before? Good. Yes, ma'am. Ooh, yeah, you for sure could. Yeah, you can get a JPEG and be able to do that as a PDF. Love that.
I have a question on that. So that price point is to make the initial design, but do they do like a duplication service if it's a giveaway, if it's something that's like a hero
Right.
coming to an event?
Yeah, so it's gonna go down in price depending on how many that you do.
I would assume you have no idea what the cost per following person is.
You know, I don't. That was a good question, and I probably should have known that. But hopefully it's not, you know, I know it's definitely not $960. That's for the, that's a lot of design work to do. I don't, you know, if you've ever done comics, there's a lot going into that. So I almost think $960 for 8 pages is actually pretty good. So they're designing that out for you.
Welcome.
Kind of along the same lines of the ice cube, we're gonna do this Eggbot printer. It's not, what's happening? Oh my God, there's a video behind it. Hold on, sorry. There we go. Video. So much with that, and it's kind of taking, you know, where you've done it where at an event you're getting your picture on it. These obviously are not big enough to do something like that, but you can, you know, put the names, and this one you can program. So it's literally gonna, you know, you're not bound by anything. It'll program whatever you put into it, and obviously it's edible. So these run about. The pins, depending on what size you get, run about $250 to $500 from this company called Eggbot. And then they do also have the bigger iterations that you can do for, you know, a lot more custom work, and I'll talk about that in just a minute. I just think it's kind of, again, just a little bit something to just kind of elevate your events. I thought about not putting this one in here because I just went back and forth as to why, you know, it's just silly and fun. But if you've got staff working at an event, I think it'd be cute to do this LED face jewelry just to, you know, kind of just give them a little bit of style and flair. This one was marketed, you know, mostly to people, you know, going to like a Burning Man type situation. But for me, I always want to see, you know, how I can take those ideas and incorporate them into events. So these are something that I'm actually doing at a I did at a holiday party, and you know, had all the wait staff, just, you know, the ones that, you know, because they have to not be allergic to it, but that were willing to do it. And I just think it's just, you know, again, just a little bit of an elevation to bring your events to the next level. They're really kind of inexpensive, and these are things that you're just going to get through Amazon at the end of the day, and it's just, you know, almost like cheap jewelry, but just still fun. All right, yes ma'am.
Do you have the black lights in the space in order for some of that to show up, or does it all light up?
It all lights up. It's just like anything that's LED. Yeah. I mean, obviously, it'd probably make it a lot cooler, but yeah. Okay, switching into a little bit different. This is a little bit more for companies, planners that do a lot more corporate events. So, go away, or come in. What do you mean go away? What am I saying go away? Get in here. These two, Jamie Oristano, Josh Parker. Wait, could you close the door? Corporate events, sorry. All right, so this is a company called Bandwango. Let me play their video.
Welcome to Bandwango, where experience passports are crafted by local communities. Our goal at Bandwango is to help our clients drive measurable visitation into their local businesses. In fact, our mission is to attract 10 million customers through the doors of local businesses by 2023. And we believe creating unique experiences is the way to do that. Through the DXC platform, you can infinitely organize all things to do. Attractions, wineries, museums, restaurants, retailers, or any business can be put into a themed passport or trail using DXC. These can be paid or free passes. The end result is what we like to call an experience passport. It could be a fried chicken trail, a wine tasting pass, a downtown event, or something we haven't dreamed up yet. Bandwango's destination experience engine is engineered to be flexible enough to tailor experiences to any customer type. Your audience may look different. You could be developing your destination's visitor experience, trying to engage new students on campus, or attempting to create ambassadors out of your local residents. Bandwango helps many different types of clients reach their goals through our easy-to-use platform. DXC has been used by communities big and small.
So something like this, you know, you could take it to in a different way. You could use it for a wedding weekend and then incorporate all the different ideas and things to do around that wedding weekend. If you're doing maybe an incentive trip for a corporate client, that's a fantastic way to engage them in all the different things that they could do at the destination that they're going to. The pricing on this is, I can't give it to you because it varies based upon end users and, you know, how many different basically pages that you incorporate into it. But it's a pretty cool app. It's got very user friendly, and definitely I might be stretching it with them to do it, you know, for the wedding weekend. You can. There's another company that I showcased last year called Paper Rock Coin, who kind of does the same thing. So, but something like this is perfect for a corporate client. Yes, ma'am.
Does it, like, do you buy it as a company and then you can use it for?
Right. So it's a license. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go back to, I'm just going to kind of throw in the silly, kind of fun ones to incorporate, and then we'll go back to some serious ones after that. But this one, I just couldn't resist. I got an ad for this too on Instagram, and I just thought, it's just fun. These ones. You guys gotten this ad yet? You haven't gotten it? I don't know. I just think it's hilarious. But I have an obnoxious client that I do all his social events, and he goes to Ibiza a lot, and he loves to do all the champagne, and he just thinks this is the coolest thing ever, and just, you know, you've got all your girls coming in at your Ibiza type party, or you know, you can have the kids doing not necessarily champagne, but some sort of sparkling drink coming in. Or you can have some obnoxious fitness guy doing it. You know, it's all good. And they're literally like less than $200. But now I promise y'all are gonna get the ads. Like all this stuff is gonna be all over your Instagram and Google, and now that I've said it. Okay, next one. This next one, I'm fairly certain that they're gonna be down here at the show. Revo Coolers, I just like them because I can't, and my friend in the front here, he's director of catering at a large hotel in Houston that I work at, and he knows that I'm all about really cool displays. I can't stand chafing dishes. I just, you know, if I see something in a foil tin, I'm just gonna throw it at somebody. So I like this company because they do have, you know, he still has the foil because you still need that, but it's still a little bit different way to display it and just kind of elevating that product. And they have a number of different ones, like you've got your mimosa barge, but it could also be your Bloody Mary barge, and just kind of like the way they have the little things set up is ideal for that. They have charcuterie boards are all the rage right now, so they have different products for that, and then as well as your sushi. But this is just like 3 of probably 100 different products, and then I'm fairly certain they're going to be at the show, so go check out what they've got. And then with this one, I mean, if you're an event planner, you're just kind of challenging your venue or your caterer to, you know, do something like this and just step it up. If you're a caterer, get it for your hotel or your venue. So this company, Sip and Clip, I don't know why I think this is such a cool product. It's just a little piece of plastic, and you can brand it. But if you're on a plane and you've got, you know, your little iPhone camera, and a lot of times, you know, like before the plane takes off, you can't put the tray table down. Well, he's devised this little way to keep that, and it literally is just a piece of junk plastic that he's actually got a patent on, which is hilarious to me. But he's done it so that, you know, you can do different ways. But for someone like me who travels a lot, I think this is just a really cool gift. It's something that you can brand. So if you're looking for something like that to give clients, or if you're a corporate event planner looking for something to show to give clients, I just think it's something fun and a little bit different. This is called Sip and Clip. All right, and then along the lines, because I think it's possible I might be an alcoholic, we're going to talk about this one, the Flavor Blaster. Another thing that'd be cool with all these new specialized bars.
Here again.
Doing these, you know, tastings.
I've been thinking about how to improve the Flavor Blaster for you all. And here it is. With a beautiful new design, it has improved ergonomics.
Anytime you're incorporating smoke and fire into a drink or a presentation, I mean, it's fun.
Which lasts for days. A solid metal nozzle, durable and easy to clean. A new complete manual that gives you the perfect understanding of the Flavor Blaster. All in all, this is a professional device that allows you to express your creativity without limits. Salute.
There's a lot of different ways that you can use it, but you know, I love the way they've done that drink. But there's also some different ways they've done it. You know, doing some desserts. So those devices run about $500. So relatively inexpensive, and especially if you're doing something, like I said, like a specialty bar, which is, you know, a lot more all the rage doing that. Just a little fun addition to make that one wow just a little bit more. All right, next one, back to a little bit more a serious product. If you, an event planner or maybe even nonprofit, or even doing something for your own company, this company called Speechelo, they are going to do voiceovers for you. And this is, I mean, it's cool. I mean, it's AI, so this is all the
I'm
rage. This is
Beatrice,
what we're
and I'm
doing
one
now.
of the 30 AI voices from Speechelo. You listened to this video until now, and you probably couldn't tell, I'm not a real human voice. That's because I understand exactly what each phrase is saying, and I know how to put inflections in my voice, just like a real human would do. With Speechelo, you can generate as many voiceovers as you want, with only 3 clicks. Click number 1. Just paste the text you want to be transformed into speech in our online text editor. Click number 2. Choose the language and voice that you want to use. We offer male, female, and even kids' voices. And
I would
finally,
prefer
click number 3.
Australian male.
Click on
but,
generate,
you know,
and in 5
you
seconds, your voiceover is ready to be downloaded. How cool is that? We offer voices that are perfect for training videos, voices that are perfect for presentation videos, and voices that sound like...
So that one, I had a situation where normally I have the production company do the voice of God, and that day the guy was sick and couldn't do it. So using this product, you just type it in and it's very simple. It's actually a software. This is $47. So if you go on and buy the software, that's for the lowest version, and you only have so many different times that you can use it. And obviously, the more you use it, like any product, you know, it's a little bit more expensive. But this one, definitely, if you're a nonprofit doing a video showcasing your clients at the event, to be able to do a voiceover like that, for that, you know, inexpensive for them, because nonprofits are always looking to save money. It's a fantastic software. And then, of course, AI is all the rage these days. So do you have a question?
Yeah, if it's AI, will it be multilingual when you punch in English and it'll translate as well and do other languages? Or do you know if it's just English?
No, I think it'd be more. Yeah, because, yes. So, anyway. You could also do training videos, and then even just doing videos, you know, for your work, do all the background images, and then do a voiceover talking about everything that you did, or if you're doing a presentation to a client, here's the ideas, here's the voiceover, making it a little bit more professional product. This next one, again, is something that I did at the Porsche event. These are 3D projection cubes. And so inside the room, I had the scrim, I had a dancer inside of it. And what's a little bit hard to tell in the video, but you might see it. But do you see how it's kind of changing here? So that's kinetic, and so somebody's coming, kind of going up to the screen and kind of doing this. And so that's kind of incorporating the clients into the presentation. What happened with this one is that the client made me have Clint Black at the event, and it was an acoustic set at my very high octane Porsche event. So, and they were like, I said, well, can I at least do different rooms so that the people that want to watch Clint Black in an acoustic set can do that, but the rest of the people can come down into this space where I've got Gastro Garage and all this stuff going on. And they're like, yeah, that's fine, but you have to show him on the screen. So I was like, fine. So I put him on the screen, and then I turned the sound off. So, but they didn't know that. I was like, I mean, Clint Black's great, but it was just bizarre, and I had to figure out how to incorporate it in there. So these production cubes, pretty much, again, the company out of Dallas does it, called Bravo Entertainment, but I do know that there's several companies And it's more gonna be like a production company that has the scrim, that, you know, has the ability to do the projector, to do a little bit of the 3D mapping, and then the specialized kinetic software that gets you that kind of movement that you're seeing. That pricing on this is gonna vary, but for this particular event, it was about $16,000 for all in. I had 2 performers that were inside that they would take breaks, and when they were kind of, one would be in there at a time sometimes, the other one would be outside kind of connecting with the guest in a different, in their kind of crystal outfits. Again, another kind of cheapie off of Amazon, but still could be, you know, fun for an event. Sorry about the music. Okay, time for your bar mitzvah, your children's birthday party. It's your portable bubble shoot. It costs like $29, so just something you could just do, you know, coming up a walkway, do 20 of them and just be obnoxious and fun with all the bubbles everywhere.
How long do they last?
No, you can refill it.
How long do you get?
That I don't know. But I mean, it's probably about this big. I didn't realize. I mean, it's like $29. Fine, refill it. It's silly. This next one, Wet Paint Group. This one is, again, kind of going back towards more if you do like incentive trips or corporate parties, corporate retreats. This company will come in and they will set up different kind of gifting environments for you. This particular one, I don't know if you can see, that's me in the mirror. And so you got to, it's a kind of like along the same lines, there's several companies that do it. You get to pick your sunglasses right then and there. But they also have a lot of different environments that are specialized to the area that you're going to. So this particular one is a beach. There was hats, there was different types of purses. They try to incorporate some of the locals in the area, so just not everything is gonna be kind of like your sunglass, but maybe they're gonna go out and find somebody. This was in Puerto Vallarta, but they come with everything. So this was like the Surf Shack experience, so it's more personalized to beach. But they also have some, you know, some things that they can do if you take clients and guests to the mountains. So they have something that's kind of geared towards that mountain experience. So this is a company called Wet Paint Group. This next one is something that's just not, it's not really for special events. It's just an idea for you guys and your work product. I love to write handwritten notes, but I have the worst handwriting in the world, 1. And 2, right now I'm dealing with a little bit of carpal tunnel, so I have no desire to do handwritten notes, and I used to do it after every event. I would send the client and I would send every vendor a handwritten note. But this company called Audience, they will...
Hi, I'm Jesse, and I'm here to show you how to use our handwritten notes platform to grow your business. With a staggering 90% open and read rate, our notes deliver 6 times the response
so they
of
really
other
are going to
mail,
come and they're
and
going to
form
look
a
like
rare
they're
personal bond
absolutely
of
handwritten
interest
note.
so you can book more meetings,
they can
convert more
include
customers,
a
and
QR
skyrocket your
code.
attention and referrals. Now,
There is a
meet our
lot
handwritten
of,
notes. They hold real pens, they write with precise pressure, slant, and flow. They even vary each character slightly to give your notes this irresistible, authentic handwritten look and feel. Our robots write your personalized message in your preferred font on a thick stock note, which we print on demand with your logo, artwork, or photo. We even handwrite the envelope and add a real postage stamp. No matter what font you pick, our penmanship is beautiful, clear, and easy on the eyes. Choose one of our winning note templates and easily personalize your message with custom variables such as name, company, and product. You have up to 600 characters, so you can tell a story about why your product or service is perfect for them. To boost performance even further, we can include a QR code label directly on your note, so your leads can scan it, come to your website and submit a lead, make a purchase, or reach out to you instantly. We can also warehouse your business cards and include one with each of your notes, or even add a gift or a gift card from 100+ merchants. Whether you're sending hundreds or thousands of notes, we print, handwrite, stamp, and mail your entire campaign, all in just one business day. Normal direct mail gets through.
So there is a lot of research that does say that handwritten notes do garner much more attention than just regular. So something like this, I think, is worth looking into for your business, especially if you're trying to go after some new clients. The way and I just found them, and I'm absolutely obsessed. We have in Houston something called the Houston Business Journal, and I started doing this thing where every single time I saw somebody that got on a list, like the top 10 list of corporations in the city, if I was able to find their information, I was writing them a note saying how fabulous that was, and if I could ever support them in their efforts in the future, great. Again, it's just, my handwriting sucks. I'm like a doctor, it's ridiculous. And it's just a lot of wear and tear. Something like this, I think is fantastic, and it's just, again, for work product, not necessarily specialized, a special event. This company called, it's a fun name, Jabberyak. They're gonna take your name tags to a whole new level.
What we do here is go back.
Absolutely fantastic for team building, for opening night parties. They have other products. So the idea is that, especially like for a team building, you're gonna go find other people that have kind of like some of the same interests that you do. Or you could use it for like a scavenger hunt to find, because you'll know ahead of time, some of the things people say. But it's just like conversation starters and just a little bit different way to do a name tag. They obviously also have t-shirts, but for a huge company sales meeting, something where you're just trying to step up the name tags to a different level, I think that's kind of a fun product. And then I promised myself I wasn't gonna do it, but I thought, okay, we might still be in that kind of phase. 2 years ago when I did special event, it was kind of right after the pandemic, and I still had a lot of stuff that was geared towards virtual meetings. Last year I didn't do any. This one is only because they have a fairly decent hybrid product. This company called VFairs. It's a platform. So they do it all out, so that you're doing your virtual trade show, your virtual meeting. This is on a licensing basis, and it's on a number of users. But I promise this is the last time I'm ever going to talk about a virtual product. Even though I do a lot of work with the U.S. government, we're still in a lot of virtual mode, which is frustrating. You're going to do it where it actually looks like you're going into an exhibit hall. And you can have different chat rooms, you have your exhibitor spaces. And of course, all the recording, registration, being able to engage speakers, and the gamification aspect as well. Hopefully, we'll get to a place where we're not going to use that as much, but there's still a lot of companies that are probably never going to go back to in-person meetings. Google's saying they're never going to go back to their offices, so at some point in time, we may not ever, get completely away from it, because there's still a lot of companies using it. So kind of in this company, they've been around for a while, but 3D Sugar Labs, sorry about this obnoxious picture of me, but for that Porsche event, I just kind of wanted to highlight, because I don't they were here in Miami 2 years ago. I really like their product, but one thing I didn't realize then that I now know is I was very specific that I wanted the Porsche logo on the champagne glass. So they did a proof of it. They designed the holder to sit exactly on a champagne glass. That same piece of candy did not go on the martini glass, but and again, sorry about the car sitting on a cloud was designed to sit exactly on the martini rim. So I just probably bought them more because I do like them a lot, and I've actually done several things with them, but I like the fact that God, that's awful. Let me just get that off the page. I do like the fact that they're very detailed, and they want to know exactly where you're going to put it. And yes, ma'am. Those are about $4 a piece, and the design is about $250. So, and I spent a lot of time with them because that Porsche logo, they were so specific, and it had to be exactly they really, the graphic design phase of it, they do a really thorough and good job. And for $4 a piece, it's a little bit of a wow. And those are edible. They'll drop inside the glass. Now we learned the hard way on the first one. We filled up the champagne a little bit too high, so when it dropped in, it was like a volcano. But so you have to put it in a little bit different height. On the martini one, because it's not bubbles, it just kind of dissolves in it. It's glittery, yeah, glittery, and they have flavors. I chose not to do a flavor because to do with a custom drink, but they definitely have flavors that you can do. So I think a lot of people are seeing the Infinity Dance Floor. It's a company out of Houston again, but I know several companies, production companies are doing more and more kind of specialized things. They're doing these Infinity cocktail tables, which I thought were really cool. For about $600 a piece. Again, this is a guy out of Houston that's doing this. Talk with your production company in the cities that you are. You're going to see a lot more of these. It was kind of like the Sparktaculars. Very few people had them in the very beginning. In Houston, I was the absolute first person to use them because I saw them at a conference in Germany 3 years before they even came here to the States. And then when I found a company in the States that was selling them, I made my production company get them, and he thought I was out of my, I'm talking about the Sparktaculars, the fireworks, indoor fireworks. He thought I was crazy, and now everybody has them. Everybody, they're everywhere. It's fantastic. You don't have to have a fire marshal. You can put your hair next to it. But my point in that is that production companies, DJs, rental companies, they're trying to find new products, and these are some of the new things that are coming on the market as well. Again, another little silly thing off of Amazon, this little magic disco ball. It has a lot of effect for a little tiny...
a great way to liven up any party. These DJ Crystal full-color LED rotating bulbs deliver red, blue, and green colors which change and rotate automatically to create a strobe effect similar to a disco ball. Perfect for use at homes, nightclubs, bars, and reception halls. These bulbs will turn any setting into a spectacular light display. Use them for holidays, weddings, birthdays, dance parties, disco, and other festivities. This strobe light has LED lights, using the least energy, so you have the best lighting effect. While saving electricity bills, you can also enjoy artistic lighting. The disco light can work in the range of within safe voltage range, so it is safer to use. This is a useful, beautiful, and colorful disco party decoration. The LED rotating bulb.
Silly and fun. This next company called Backdrop Outlet. You go into their website, it's just hundreds and hundreds of different types of backdrops that you can rent. They can also do, I don't know if you can kind of see that they've got the floor, so these are great for like photography studios, but also for like a special event, if you, just something a little bit different for your photo booth is to be able to get like the custom backdrop, or to get this kind of plexiglass material that you can use that kind of gives you that shine. But these are, depending on the size that you get, they're relatively inexpensive. They ship to you, and you can do some custom backdrops as well. Like you can lose yourself in all the different designs that they have. And then another thing, you're going to see a lot of production companies, probably a lot of DJs. These new products, a lot of fun. These are, oops, sorry. There's my video. There we go. These would be fantastic for a wow factor at an opening general session, a corporate event. But you'll see in a minute once they put them all together. Backdrop for a concert, find any wedding over a dance floor. Cool, right? Alright. Let's get that. So, a lot of, we run the gamut. I like to do a lot of inexpensive ideas, and this is a little bit more expensive. Something like this, something like that would probably cost you about $10,000 to have at an event. These run, I think, to buy them, they're about $800 a piece, and then you probably have to have several of them in order to make some sort of wow factor. So I like to talk about a lot of inexpensive things. I always close my presentation with something that is obnoxious, and something that I always say that I'm gonna find the event, that I get to do this. I almost got to do, I don't know if you've seen the name is escaping me right now, but there's these large scale dummies that are about, not dummies, puppets that are 18 feet tall, and it'll come to me in a minute as I'm speaking, but I highlighted them because I thought they were fantastic, and I'm like, I'm gonna have an event, and I sold it to the client, and then they decided to cancel the event. So I have not gotten to do them. But this one, again, it's another one of those things where I'm gonna find something. So this is just my little fantasy that at some point in time, maybe I'll come back next year and tell you guys that I got to do this. The multi-sensory, you're seeing a lot of going to maybe the Van Gogh exhibits, the immersive experiences, all the rage right now. And how fun would this be to do a gastronomic theatrical dinner where you're just incorporating pretty much everything, but it's the 3D mapping that they're doing on the table and how they're incorporating all the food and
immersive,
the presentation.
Dining experience. It has been designed to enhance your senses. It combines storytelling, technology, and theatrical gastronomy. The staff is the core of the business. We synchronize staff and clients.
So this just comes with like the whole experience. If you're doing your company's executive retreat dinner and they got a boatload of money to spend, this is how you wow them, right?
To create a magical moment. Something that is unique, something that people will remember forever.
universe. All right, that's me. Hope, oh, what? That one's called Sixth Sense. He's actually out of Australia. That's me. I hope that if you enjoyed the presentation, please say something about it on Twitter. Again, if you email me or if you want to come bring me your card, I will get you this one I can PDF. I can't send all the videos, obviously, but I can PDF the presentation, and I can also give you a sheet that has all the vendors and their website addresses. Any questions before we go? I know we're getting a little bit over. Yes, ma'am. I'm telling you, like you saw, I see things on Amazon, and I'm like, how can, I get excited about ideas, and I go everywhere. I go to conferences, go to that trade show tomorrow. You're going to see a lot of really cool stuff. Yeah, thank you. My gentleman friend who gave me his cord. Okay, please don't forget it. Thank you.